We rejoin you now for the boys game. This again is a place playing for third seed. If the boys win, they'll play at 2:30 on Wednesday. If they lose, they'll play at 2:30 on Thursday. Derek, some may just be joining us. I'm Lynn Gregson, Derek Dugan. Lance Arguello is going to join us momentarily here, I hope, on the computer.
He found the hospitality room up there, and there's fried chicken. He said that was a preacher's dream. So he's up there with Horstein as well. Here he comes.
Is Horstein up at the? He's not. We don't have.
He was in the hospitality room too. There he comes.
He's coming back. And Michael Perry. Now this is an athlete, Derek. I'm telling you, I've seen him play football. He's an incredible quarterback. And last night I watched him against the Maumelle Hornets. I tell you, he was incredible.
He single-handedly kept him in that ball game. He scored 35 points, and he was the MVP of the state tournament last year as well, Lynn. So, again, Pottsville, defending state champions, going to be a very, very tough matchup.
And Andrew Rush, their starting lineup, Andrew Rushing, Michael Perry, Jake Duggar, and his brother Josh Duggar, and I missed the other, and number 1, Travis Cole. You know, Derek, they don't, I mean, if you just look at them, they don't look all as athletic as they are. And those two Duggar boys are sophomores.
Yeah, they remind me of that Huntsville team. Just to look at, you wouldn't think as much, but when you watch them play, they are very, very good. It's going to be a tough challenge for us today.
Especially at the guard position. There's Ty Tice. And there's Derek Arguello. Tanner Purcell. 6'2" junior. Here is Parker Galligan. So starting lineup's going to be Ty Tice, Arguello, Purcell, Galligan, and big Dylan Sainer. And I think this is, Derek, if we have any chance today, we're going to have to get points in the paint with Sainer.
Yeah.
That's going to have to be a bread and butter for us today. And if we're going to have a chance, we have to contain, if you will. We're not going to stop him.
No.
You're not going to stop Perry.
No, you're not.
I tell you, Derek, I watched a lot of basketball over years, as has you. He's as good of a guard, or as there is. I mean, he's just incredible.
Yeah, we haven't seen anybody like him. The thing for the Tigers tonight, or this afternoon, Lynn, we need points from anywhere. I mean, yesterday against Lincoln, points were so hard to come by. We couldn't get anything going. I think we were 0 for our first 14 from the three-point line, and finally got a couple in the fourth quarter. But we need points from anywhere we can get them. And Pottsville's going to probably play that same 2-3 zone defense that we saw. Nice
jump ball
right
to start, and right there. Nice job. Was it Purcell or Sainer?
Purcell got his hands in there and not forced the turnover. Here's the 2-2-1 press that Pottsville runs at times this year.
Now we're going to clear with a nice job by Tice. We get it over the line. And I was concerned about that, Derek, today, of how we would handle the guard pressure.
Well, we're 1 for 1. That was a nice job getting it into the front court. We back it out. We didn't have anything going, so we'll run some offense here against this 2-3.
And gets it inside. There's Sainer. He walked.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good entry pass right
there. Yeah, it was.
Dylan's just got to take a power dribble and go strong to the basket right there. But good early offense there.
Well, Arguello got the assignment to try to.
You know what? It's going to be a team effort, though, Lynn, on Perry. The other guys are going to have to get in there and defend as well on Perry. But right now it's kind of a diamond and one look, and Arguello's just face guarding. Try to see if one of these other guys can step out and beat us.
And, you know, Coach Ed has done this in the past. Over the years, I've seen him.
He walked.
And that foul's going to be called. But, Derek, I was going to say, he's done it in the past. I've seen him, there's been great players from Huntsville, Berryville, Pea Ridge, shooters over the years, Clarksville, where he's done a diamond in one, a box in one. Let's see.
Well, Coach Ed's getting Sainer out of the game. He's going to tell him, hey, good rebound, but you got to make sure on those outlet passes, make sure where you are passing the ball, because Pottsville is so quick.
They are
defensively. You got to be strong with the basketball against this team.
And that's right there we go. We got it in Tice's hands. Tice going to attack. Now there's Arguello. Yes, Derek Arguello, and it's 2-0 Tigers.
We got the lead, Lynn. We got the lead. Here we go.
Nice job by the help defense. And look at Galligan.
Good hands by Galligan. There we go.
And wow, nice help. And you know what? They did a nice pick that time on Derek to kind of free up Perry, but then there was Galligan there to help.
And that's the thing. Pottsville run a lot of ball screens to try to get Perry open. Our other defenders are going to have to step up. When Arguello gets picked, they're going to have to stand up there and help on Perry because he is that good. So far, doing a nice job.
Wow, and the Tigers' defense right now seems to be working.
Oh, we're doing what we talked about, Lynn, is slow the game down a little bit and make it hard for Pottsville to work.
And here comes Storley, drives up and in, and the Tigers with a 4-0 lead and a quick timeout. Coach Thurman's going to take a timeout.
Oh, great start for the Tigers. I mean, 4 points were at a premium last night, and they may be again today, so it's a great start for the Tigers. And the 2 baskets that we got, Lynn, layups.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what happened with us at Dardanelle.
Yeah,
most of our points were in the paint, and, you know, I like that. And here's the thing. Because you play, like Maumelle and Pottsville, probably played 3 or 4 times this year with the tournaments and everything. And
3, I think.
And we played Lincoln, 4 times.
Yeah.
When you play somebody a lot, you kind of know. Because they don't play us day in and day out, it's a little bit of adjustment. They're used to running the floor with Maumelle. With us, it's a different game.
Yep. There's times where you just get tired of seeing the same old team, and this is an adjustment period for both teams really right now. They're first time to play.
You're right. Perry, he can create his own shot. That's going to be.
Ball. Oh, thought we had that ball, but
that
I guess
ball
we
was
knocked
never
it out.
touched. But they're going to give it to Pottsville. The Apache have it.
Well, I know Pottsville, they're not just a one-man show.
No, but
with Perry, but they've got some other guys that can step out and shoot. But Perry is what makes them go offensively and defensively.
Well, he's what makes them go, and he may not be a one-man band, but we're gonna. Coach Ed's like, hey, at least let the other guys make them beat you.
Let's make them prove that they can hit some shots. Good attack by Tice there.
Stainer lucky not getting over the back, and now this is what you don't want. This is where he's going to be at his best.
Oh my goodness! I mean
that's not bad defense. Yeah, no, not bad defense by Arguello. You get him in open court like that, and I told you he's at his best.
Yeah, I don't know how you can defend that other than maybe just stand there and hopefully take a charge, or you just hope that he misses that shot. But man, he's a stud. That's all you can say about it. We just got to make sure we get back. The thing that hurt us right there was the turnover.
Yeah.
And allowed them to get out in transition. So.
Wow, Derek, that's the first free throw I've seen him miss.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. That's the first.
2 games
because last night I didn't see him miss a free throw.
Yeah, he had 35 again last night. And
holy moly.
If he has that against us today, I don't think we're going to win. So we're doing a good job so
far.
Better get it over.
There we go. We do get it over. Now here's Tice with a little bit of room. Sainer, boy, we're missing it.
And he's in transition again. Here he goes.
Pull-up jumper. He missed it. He's human, Derek. He's human.
Yeah, and we got to take advantage of it right now. Pottsville's off to a slow start.
I think Dylan's so used to getting the entry pass, and then we've had a couple of them where Tice has driven the baseline, tried to feed it to him. He hadn't quite been ready for it. Yeah. There's Tice for 3.
Come on, Ty.
Bottom. There we go, 7-2. And the Tigers.
And we're not intimidated. There's no hangover from that Lincoln game last night. There's a deep 3 for Pottsville. Nice rebound by Galligan.
And now the Tigers with a chance to stretch the lead to 7. Tice thought about the long 3 there for a second. 7-2, Tigers lead about halfway through the first quarter. Tice a long 3, no good. There's Stainer with a rebound.
And one.
Should have been an and one. Should have been an and one, 9-2.
Yeah, they're not going to give him the foul call down there. I thought he got hit on the arm. Now that kid hit a few threes last night against Maumelle, but off that time, and Tigers. Well, and I honestly didn't expect us to get off to this good of a start against Pottsville. You got to give our guys a lot of credit.
I bet you that there are, I don't know how many people are in here, but anybody that saw that game last night is sitting there going, Prairie Grove's going to be the 4th seed, and the Tigers are. Nice. He never had the ball.
Oh, they called 3 seconds. Okay.
I thought they were going to call him for a walk. He did. He was camping down there a little bit. And now let's see who's going to pick up this. I guess it's going to be Weston Fitz now. He's going to have Perry. Can't give him that much room.
Fitz has got to be smart, and the other guys have got to be ready to help. We didn't block out. That's one thing you can't do is he finally missed the shot. You can't allow him to get his own rebound there.
Well, the other thing is Fitz can't give him that much. You got to pick him up sooner.
Yeah, because he will pull up and shoot from way downtown.
No, wow, we got it.
Come on, Weston.
Get your head in there. You all right?
Well, we were talking about the atmosphere for the girls' game, a noon start, and now 1:30 for the boys. It's kind of a dead crowd, dead atmosphere, and Lincoln's actually in school today, making up snow days, Lynn. So they're in school till 2 o'clock.
And there's a three-pointer, and so the 7-point lead now down to 2. Tigers are not taking advantage of missed shots and opportunities to keep this lead. And there, the pressure.
Well, now you got a switch here. Leighton Smith is going to try his hand on Perry. We'll see how Leighton does.
Mark 5, push it off. Watch him.
And there's shot missed. That was Travis Cole, and now Tice.
Good board by Tice.
And now he gets the ball. Boy, I tell you what, they got some quick guards, and they're out there on him very, very rapidly. Weston Fitz, cross-court pass to Leighton Smith. Tice drives the middle, kicks it out to Smith, drives. 9-7 still, Tigers with the lead. They've had the lead throughout. 2:13 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, we're seeing that 2-3 zone defense that Dardanelle ran, that Lincoln ran, and we just got to make sure we execute out of this and knock down some shots, which we weren't able to do last night.
Well, I think Derek, no reason to get in a rush.
No. We talked about it before the game. We want this to be a slow-paced game. We're not going to be able to run with this team.
No way. Yeah, you got to do that.
You want a slow-paced game. This is the pace we want to play with right here.
And now Perry on Tice, and Tice gets out the top. Leighton Smith back to Fitz. Gets it into Galligan.
There's an open look.
3, no, off the mark. Going to go off of Galligan. 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers had a 9-2 lead, and now here comes Sainer back in the game.
That was a good job by Galligan trying to get that offensive rebound. He knew the shot was going to be taken a little bit long. He just couldn't maintain control of it there. And now Purcell back into the game, replacing Fitz.
Sainer come back in the game, and Galligan comes out. So
Mark 5, pushing off again.
That was good help that time by Storley on that screen set for Perry. He got out and helped Leighton get through it and recover back on Perry. Oh, and Tice, you got to get up there.
Yeah, you can't even give him a half a step because he'll knock. And now Pottsville has their first lead of the game at 10-9. They've reeled off 8 straight points.
Yeah, Ty on those ball screens, Lynn. The defender has got to stand up there and show on that. You can't allow him a lot of room. There you go, Ty. Oh, give us something there. Well, that baseline official's letting him play down there. That's where Perry's dangerous.
And it's a 2-pointer. It's only a 2-pointer. Oh, they give him a 3?
Yeah, they gave him a 3 on that, Lynn. So he's got 6 points, 2 3-point shots there. And Cole has hit 2 threes. Lynn, the scoring has just come from Perry and Cole. But Cole has gotten open a couple times in that corner.
I thought he called 2.
Oh, you know what? They changed it.
Yeah, they did. I thought I thought he called a 2.
Still yet, it was an uncontested shot there in the corner. And we got to make sure. I know you're concentrating a lot on Perry, but you still have to be aware of those other shooters that they got, especially Cole, because he's hit a couple of deep shots early.
Well, it's
10-0 run.
10-0 run.
Yep.
It was 9-2, and it didn't take Pottsville long to get this thing moving. Well, you know, I got to say one thing, that Lincoln has done a very nice job here hosting the regional tournament. It's been nice for us to just be about 4 miles from my home.
Oh, man. I have enjoyed not hitting highway. What highway is that, 540?
540 to 40 to somewhere.
I've been on 540 in a long time, and that's just fine with me. Well, Tigers need a basket here, Lynn. Coach Ed took that timeout. We may have the last shot here. Down 3.
Now
Pottsville will have the ball coming out for the second quarter.
Want to
now Pottsville in a man-to-man defense, Lynn, for the first time.
Well, this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, defensive change up there for the Pottsville team. It's time. You got plenty of time.
Well, we're not going to get a shot off, but neither are they.
And I tell you what, and I know Coach Ed's calling for it. This baseline official, he's been stuck on our baseline a couple times, and Coach Ed's wanting the push call. They don't give it to us that time, but we're still down 3. Lynn, I mean, to be honest with you, pretty good start for the Tigers. I mean,
yeah,
to be just down 3 and to hold them to 12 points.
You got to think this is a team that had 76 points last night. And to hold them to 12 for the first quarter, you gotta feel. I mean, multiply this times 4, you're at a 50-point game.
Yeah, and if we could hold them to the 40s right now,
yeah,
I think we'd take it at this point.
Yeah.
We may not outscore them at 40 in the 40s, but we would take it at this point.
But if you were if you were comparing this to a boxing match, that was a feeling each other out.
Yeah.
Really a first round feeling each other out because
it's almost a draw in the first quarter.
Because what happened with Pottsville, I think they were a little stunned that Prairie Grove was able to jump up on them, and then they said, wait, we're good, we're Pottsville, and they kind of regained their momentum and their mojo.
Yeah, the referee that we were talking about, he's having a little conversation with a couple of our parents and Coach Ruley's wife over there on the front row. It looks somewhat friendly. But by the end of the game, it may not be so friendly.
I got to tell you, I'm just so impressed with Perry. After watching him last night, he seems to keep his head pretty cool, because when you're that good, people are focusing on you. And he's done a nice job of kind of handling all the pressure.
And I feel like we've done a pretty good job defensively on him, but you look at the scores sheet, and he's still on pace for 28 points, Lynn.
3-pointer on the way, no good. That's a big miss, and now the Tigers.
Tice has gotten some good boards for us.
Oh, and Tice, his shot was altered a little bit that time by the defense.
I think Ty thought he was going to get fouled and was a little bit off balance. It was a good attack by him.
Right now,
Same thing we saw last night. We just couldn't finish at the rim.
I think Arguello so far of the guys that have been handling Perry has done a pretty good job on him. And there's
he's
a big
getting hot though.
Travis Cole, but you know what? Coach Ed's gonna. I don't want to say he's gonna let him beat us, but that's he'd rather it try to come from Cole than from Perry being open.
And with Perry, you know what you're getting. So
and now Sainer.
If you can make those other guys step up and continue to hit shots, credit to them, hats off to them. But you definitely don't want number 5 for Pottsville to get going.
Yeah, because if he gets in a rhythm. Who'd they call that on?
I don't know what they called there. They called 30? Who?
33 on Storley.
Called that on Storley? Okay.
Well, that's 13 straight points, fellas. We need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, exactly right. You don't want this thing, and we talked about it last night with that Lincoln ball game. We were kind of flirting with the double-digit deficit the entire second quarter, and we cut it to 5 at halftime. And this is another one of those situations where the lead is 6 right now. We don't want to see this thing get up into double digits. You want to keep it into single digits going into the halftime break, and
now here's Leighton Smith.
Oh, there you go.
Boy, nice defense that time by number 12, Josh Duggar, but we were able to still make the basket 11-15, and we stopped the bleeding, Derek.
Yeah, outstanding finish at the basket. We got out on transition that time and didn't allow Pottsville to set up their defense. And Storley,
got him with the body,
Yeah,
I think, a little bit there.
He's doing a good job at contesting. You just can't go in with the body that time. You got to make sure you go straight up. And that's Storley's second foul.
He picks it up with 6:08.
And we talk about Arguello. He's done a really good job on Perry, but it really is a team effort. Everybody is going to have to look at that.
He's missed two. He's 1 of 3, and I got to tell you.
Yeah. I haven't seen that happen.
No,
in this
I mean,
tournament for sure.
Last night, I don't think he missed a free throw.
Look, you got a 6'3" Galligan blocking out 6'6", number 33, and then you got Sainer, 6'7", blocking out a 5'7" guy down on the block.
Yeah, that.
Big Dylan's got to get over there and get a body on that big man.
11-16. This is.
You know, we have done a pretty good job on this press.
There, we're going to get a foul that time.
Good.
There's been a lot of contact going on down there. We haven't got many fouls go our way for that.
Yeah, that's actually
only their second foul.
We have not had any free throws. This is the first chance for us to get to the free throw line. And, you know, Dylan struggled a little bit at the line last night. See if he can get his touch back.
He got that one. That knocks that one down. It's 16-12. He can close it to 3 here, Derek. This is for the 3rd seed in the state tournament, and Sainer knocks them both down, 16-13.
Well, Dylan's a good enough shooter at the free throw line. Last night was kind of something we hadn't seen from him all year, so it's good to see him come out and knock those first 2 down for us this afternoon. Arguello still just tracking Perry wherever he goes, doing a good job on him. Help defenders have got to be ready to help on that. Now Cole was open again. He didn't take the shot that time.
There's Duggar.
And you see those
There's
twins.
Cole. Well, he's over the
Over
back.
the back. My goodness. Those twins for Pottsville, Lynn, they're not looking to score. They're looking to attack off the dribble, so we can lay off those guys. Good. Attaboy, Dylan.
And Dylan's just going at him, and that's another foul on number 33. That's his second. He picks up 2 pretty quick ones. Sainer with a chance to close it to 1.
You know what? They called that on number 1, Cole. So that's his first foul.
That's his first, team third. 5:12 to go here in the first half. Big Dylan Sainer. And he knocks it down, 16-14. So Tigers able to hang close.
Yeah, that's key right there.
Because that was a chance for that thing to get out of hand a little bit, and the Tigers respond, and now.
What you have to do, Lynn, with a team like Pottsville, you know they're going to make runs, but what we have to do is keep our heads and not let those runs turn into second runs and
you got to get back, guys. Wow.
Good defense by Arguello.
And here comes Tice. Man, he's quick. Because I'll tell you what, Tice is as quick as anybody in the state.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, Perry's quick.
I'd like to see them go baseline to baseline, see which one would win. That would be a fun race to watch.
As much as I love Ty, and I got a lot of time for Tice, I might put my dollar on Mr. Perry. Nice hit. Oh, come on.
Come on, Galligan.
He's going to get fouled. Now they picked up 4 very, very quick fouls, Derek.
Yeah, that's good work by the Tigers on offense, getting some action inside.
We got to put those down. We're getting inside. Yeah. We got to put those shots down.
Here's Parker at the line looking for his first points of the ball game.
Galligan misses the first. We've missed 2 of the last two of the last 3 free throws, 2 in a row. As you said, we need we need these. Galligan's second one on the way, and this one is good. So 16-15. Well, the Tigers able to get back in it. Boy, Pottsville gets the ball down very quickly.
Yeah, 24, not really looking to shoot from the outside.
3-pointer on the way. Dylan just.
He had it, Lynn.
He had it and just lost control of it.
Oh, that's a tough break. And then Walker gets the wide. Oh, that.
He didn't see. Got a little sloppy there.
Yeah, don't leave your feet. This team's too quick. Got to be careful with those passes.
18-15. Tigers hanging tough, and I'm very pleased with the effort. Even last night, I was pleased with our guys. Even though they were down, they never stopped fighting all the way to the final buzzer last night.
I never questioned our effort at all last night. It was just all the execution. The execution was not there, and right now you're seeing a little bit of execution. You're seeing a whole lot of effort right now from the Tigers. So a good start for our guys. We've got to finish this quarter strong. Well, I didn't expect 50 to step out and shoot.
No, that's Anthony Freeman.
18-footer, and I don't know if Coach Thurman expected him to do that either.
Well, he was wide open, and there's Sainer. He's going in strong, and he's going to get fouled. Now we got to start making free throws, fellas.
Yeah, that's right. We're 4 out of 6 right now at the free throw line, and Sainer going back to the line to shoot 2 more. I think they called that on 35. Yeah, they got Nathan Walker on that foul. He's a good-sized kid. There's a good free throw by Sainer.
Sainer pulls back within 2. 4:06 to go in the first half. Second one on the way by Sainer, and this one is also good. So Sainer,
7 points, 5 at the line.
5 at the line. So 5 of 6 from the line is Sainer. It's 18-17. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Perry pulls up for the 3. Got it.
And see Ty just a little bit late getting out there that time. He's got to make sure. There was a double screen set right there for Perry.
He doesn't need a lot of room.
Defense has got to squeeze up on him. As hard as that is to do sometimes, you got to squeeze up on him.
Galligan passes to Sainer. Sainer gets it out to Tice. Tice thought about the 3. Gets it out to Purcell. Purcell's going to take the 3. No good. Rebound goes to Pottsville. Now here comes Perry. And here comes Arguello chasing him down.
You know what, Lynn? One thing to watch about Perry, he carries the ball, it seems like, a little bit.
Well, you get the little hesitation.
And a little hesitation move.
Yeah, you don't get
refs, if it's quick, but if they'll
too many
call that.
Too many guys do that in the NBA now.
Yeah,
that's why they don't call it very much.
Well,
it's,
we're a long
you're
way
right
from the NBA.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's why you don't. I mean, they do it too.
Yeah.
21-17.
3 minutes to play, Lynn. We need to finish strong in this half. Keep this thing close going into the break.
Not a bad shot last time, but Purcell just not able to knock it down. It got a good look.
And it was good for Tice to penetrate that zone defense and get a kick out to Purcell. Those are the kind of
Tice
looks
a long
you want.
3, in and out, but there's Big Sainer. He's going up, and
there
he goes.
Dylan.
He's going to attack, and that's what he's got to do. He looks a little spent already.
He's gassed. He is gassed, but he's playing hard, as are our other guys, and doing a good job of getting. That's the thing, Lynn. When you get to the free throw line, it does slow the game down, and it gives our guys a chance to catch their breath a little bit.
Sainer, free throw on the way. Got it. 21-18. Second one on the way by Sainer. It's up and no good. So Sainer 6 of 8 from the line, 21-18. Boy, they're getting the ball down quick.
Yeah, got
Somebody
to get back.
better.
I mean, how do you leave him right there? They got Perry on the foul. Thankfully, nobody guarded him coming down the floor.
Yeah, Fitz went back into almost like he was going to go back into a zone almost and left it.
It's 1-1.
1-1.
1-1 free throw.
That's going to be Fitz at the free throw line, I believe.
Well, and right here, I don't think the referees, I don't even think they know who was fouled. So if you're Tice, you run to the free throw line right now. The ref pointed it out. He pointed out. Not saying Weston's not a good free throw shooter, but when the referees are a little bit confused about who to go to the line, if you're the best free throw shooter on the team, you get up there and make them move you out of there.
And Storley's not a bad free throw shooter either.
Yeah, that's right. Storley's hit some big free throws in the postseason.
And he missed it. So opportunity lost there. There's
good defense by Tyson. Good board by Sainer.
Boy, strong board by Sainer. Now he's big
Sainer,
man.
he wanted to dribble the ball down the floor.
Weston Fitz with the ball, and now back out to Tice. 2:15 to go in the first half. Tigers down by 3.
Oh, good look there. Good look there, and one. Look at that.
Look at that,
Unbelievable.
Sainer. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And it's 21-20, and Sainer is, we talked about it early on. We were going to have to get a lot of points out of Sainer, and he's got half our points right now, doesn't he, Derek?
I'm telling you what, he's got 10 points, so yeah, exactly half. Lynn, how did he finish that? He had two guys all over
He's strong,
him.
and his free throw is good, and we're all tied up at 21 with 2:05 to go.
That. I have no idea how he scored that. That was a great backside look by Purcell to find Sainer on that block.
2:05, 1:55 to go here in the first half, and the Tigers have to be pleased.
Oh, you bet.
Perry, you got to stay on him, Weston. You can't give him anything.
we go. There's
Yeah,
a
and
walk
he's going to
there.
walk with
Good.
142. Coach Ed, both coaches only used one timeout so far, so
I'll tell you, Lynn, we do this almost every year. We see that other conference play each other, and you think, how are we ever going to hang with these guys? And then you get them into a slow-down type of game, change the pace of play.
We talked about the very beginning of the game,
You can play close. Farmington did it. Farmington lost by 15 or so to Pottsville the other night.
There it is. There's.
Come on, Ty.
Oh, no good. Can Fitz get it? Fitz does get the rebound.
Fitz. Good job by Fitz, chasing down that rebound.
Nice job. Long rebound out that time to Tice. Tice got a good look at the basket.
Yes, he did.
Boy, here comes Perry. He's quick. He's quick. And Ty gets it back. Look at that. Oh, man. Storley got away with a walk. Sainer, no good. Storley, no good. Sainer gets it up.
Sainer. Sainer is battling, Lynn.
Get out of the lane, though.
Foul. Oh, we got Jacob on the arm. Goodness. Oh, no.
59 seconds. Boy, a lot of activity and no foul called down there.
Jacob got fouled. Dylan got fouled.
I'll tell you this, they could have called 8 seconds on Sainer that time. He was down there for a while.
Well, and I actually thought Pottsville knocked the ball out of bounds.
I did too.
Oh, Fitz trying to get sneaky right there.
Fitz trying to put his hand in the lion's mouth right there. He's got to be careful.
That's a good analogy. Well, Fitz has got that country kind of strong and fight in him. But you can't gamble too much on him.
Oh, you better get out there, Weston. He ain't scared. I like it.
He's not backing down. He's going to give it. He's going to give it heck.
Coach Ed actually had a little grin on his face there for a minute, I think.
Well, hey, Fitz has that potential to get in people's heads. I will say that about him. So, and maybe that's a little kind of a mind trick right now. Coach Ed has been rotating guys in and out on Perry. Good block.
Oh, nice block.
Purcell, there you go.
Purcell with a block. And I got to tell you, here comes Leighton Smith. Leighton's going to come in.
Good defense by Fitz while he was in the game for the 2.5 minutes, though.
Yeah, and he got a couple loose balls and made some things happen.
Yeah.
He actually had a better round that time than the first time he went in.
Yes, he did. Got to get a stop right here. There you go, Tigers.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, anybody watching, I'm telling you, you got to be happy if you're a Prairie Grove Tiger coming in. A considerable underdog, but able to, even though they were one seed, I think most people looked at it as an underdog. They're all tied up at 21. Derek, how's the stats look?
Well, it looks great from the free throw line, Lynn. That has been the big key is we are out shooting them 12-3 at the free throw line. We're 8 out of 12, whereas Pottsville's just 1 out of 3. You know, Perry's got 11 points. We talked about it. You mentioned you're not going to shut him down. He's going to get his points. What we've got to do is limit his points, and then the other guys do a good job on them. Did you know, Lynn, how many guys has Pottsville had score this half? I'm
going to say 3.
3. Perry's got 11. Cole's got 8. And then they've got one other guy, Walker, with 2 points. So the plan is kind of working at this point. The pace of the game is where we want it. Perry's points are kind of where we want them. And then we're getting the ball inside to Sainer, and he's converting free throws, which has been huge. And, Lynn, I know you were looking at the clock. They're shorting us on minutes here. They did in the girls' game. They've done it in the boys' game. Instead of 10 minutes, which is usually what you get at halftime, they've just gone with 8. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is, but
we're going to run
it's going to be a short timeout here.
We're going to run the AAA spot, and we'll be back for the second half after this.
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports, In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in an athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Clorox. Just hearing the name and you automatically think of the word clean. And Clorox is a lot more than just bleach. The Clorox family of products has something for the home, the business, professional grade, and more. No matter what the environment, Clorox has the product you need to meet your unique challenges. From the bathroom and the kitchen with Pine Sol and 409 to the laundry room with the standard Clorox bleach. And even if you're on the go with the Clorox wipes, you know the name stands for clean. Dirt and germs don't stand a chance as long as you're equipped with the family of Clorox products. Clorox, proud sponsors of Tiger Athletics and Activities.
back here at the Lincoln Gymnasium, we're getting ready for the second half, and I was going to point out before we got going here, we're shooting the same percentage, Lance. Lance is producing today, and he's keeping stats. We're shooting the same percentage as we did last night, 27% from the field, so we're still not shooting the ball very well, but the key has been at the free throw line. We are 8 for 12 at the free throw line, so you'd like to shoot a little higher than 66.6%, but doing a good job of getting there and making some free throws, and at the same time we're kind of limiting Pottsville at the free throw line. They're just 1 out of 3 at the line, so overall I think the Tigers will take this kind of start, this kind of pace of the game, Lynn. I was mentioning we're shooting 27%, Lynn, from the field, the same we shot last night, but we're getting to the free throw line, and that's making a big difference for us. And here we go for the second half. We'll see if we can put together another half. And now Pottsville switched to a 1-3-1 zone defense to try to give us a different look.
Tice kicks it. Oh, Perry. Quick hands.
Yeah, very quick, and we just giving us a different look here. We'll see what we can get offensively. You're going to look at that high-low option again. Galligan working inside and outside along with Sainer.
Come on.
Should have been a foul.
Perry, nice job. Hey, Derek, I was talking to Zeke Laird over here, and he was saying that Perry was going to play football and basketball at Tech.
At Tech, yep. So very good athlete all the way around. And it's unfortunate he got that layup right there off of probably a missed call down low. Gives Pottsville a 2-point advantage right now.
Tigers had the lead at one time, 9-2, then dropped down by about 5.
And that's another foul inside.
They're missing those. They're missing those calls, and that's 2 they've missed. He's reached around twice, holding on, and they don't call it, Derek, and that hurts.
Well, one thing you can do to help that situation, Lynn, is if you're a postman and the ball's being thrown into you, you step to the ball. Don't sit back on your heels and wait for them, and give them the opportunity to come around and potentially get a steal. Go to the ball, meet the ball.
But look what's happened on both times that's happened.
Oh, yeah.
Perry's flown down the court, and he's so fast he's going to beat anybody to the ball. And they're just lofted it down there, and they've picked up the first 4 points. Well,
yeah, he's gotten easy points right off the bat.
And he makes both free throws. So quick 4 points to start the second half, and it's already down 4. We're 6:52 to go in the third.
Yeah, and you're allowing Pottsville to speed up the game when you turn the ball over and they get out and get fast break points. We have yet to get a shot here in the second half, if I'm not mistaken.
And we had the ball to start the half.
Yeah. Really, Lynn, again, we can slow this thing down to the pace we want it. Coach Ed, with the switch to the 1-3-1 defense, he's going to take a timeout here and get a specific look. But really, they're not pressuring us out on the perimeter. We can kill as much clock as we wanted to, and I know you're down by 4 points, but the key to this ball game is keep it close. Get it to the fourth quarter. So
you got a shot.
Yeah, we don't want to get in too big of a hurry. At the same time, we don't want to just milk the clock necessarily, but you want to make sure you get quality shots every time you touch the ball against this team.
I'll tell you this: if they back down like that, and we were only down 2, I would let it run. Because you're right. You want to be in a position to win the game in the fourth quarter.
What you don't want to do is commit those turnovers. You don't want to kill clock and then commit turnovers. Where can I see the turnovers, Lance? I don't know how to work these little iPads. So 11 turnovers for the Tigers in 17, 18 minutes of play, and no shots taken. Pottsville with just the 1 turnover. So even though we're outscoring them at the free throw line, they're getting points off of their defense by creating turnovers. If we can limit those a little bit, we got a shot to win this. And again, Lynn, the loser of this game will play Thursday at 2:30. The winner will play Wednesday at 2:30 next week at the state tournament. This game is to see who plays when and who plays who. There you go.
That was a nice take that time by Galligan. I thought he may have got away with a little shuffle, but that's all right. We got it there.
Good timeout used right there to get that look inside, and a good finish by Galligan.
And Arguello is staring into the chest of Perry.
Oh,
and a 3-point basket by Duggar. So that's a 5-point lead. So the Tigers
Nice job by Galligan using a ball fake right there. If he would have thrown immediately when he caught it, it would have been stolen and deflected away.
Oh, and now throws the ball away. And
that's
now
one time we probably should have used a ball fake.
Nice job that time by number 33, Andrew Rushing. That was actually a good offensive play there. He was patient. St. was out there on him. They stretched it out to 7.
Yeah, and we talked about in the first half, Pottsville only had 3 guys score points. They've already had 3 guys here in the third quarter, in the first 2.5 minutes, get points for them. And Pottsville had a 5-point lead in the second quarter. We were able to keep it close.
In and out.
Just couldn't get it to go. Not hitting from the outside.
And now Pottsville really trying to pick up the tempo of the game, and that plays into their favor. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Wow, that was a big-time error.
And that's the strategy right there is, Lynn, you're going to live. Those guys are going to make a few shots here and there, but you don't want you don't want Perry to get his points. So the last time down the floor, Duggar hit a 3, and then the second time down, he airballed the 3. So they're going to hit a few of those, but you're banking on they'll miss more than they make. And now here's man-to-man defense again for Pottsville.
So they're mixing it up, giving us different looks depending on the boy. Perry pushed a little bit there.
Yeah, they're letting Perry be really physical on the defensive side. He's only got 1 foul. That's what you can't do against him, is those cross-court passes. Well, who's guarding Perry? Nobody stepped out on him.
And he'll do that
I
too.
don't know who's guarding him.
They're down 10. They've outscored us 12-2 here. Now we got numbers, and Tice. Well, they've got the pace of the game they want right here.
Yep, and it.
Coach Ed's going to take a timeout, probably a smart timeout. The momentum.
Lynn, it all started with the 2 turnovers right off the bat. It got Pottsville into the kind of game they wanted. I mean, Pottsville scored 21 points total in the first half. They've come out in the first 5 minutes of this half and hit for 14. So
has it been 5 minutes already?
Close to 4 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been less.
Yeah, I mean, they really jumped on. But it comes from the transition game. They've been getting the miss. They've been pushing the action, and that's what's really made the difference. And they pushed up by 12.
Well, Pottsville scored 9 points in the entire second quarter, and they've already jumped out to 14 points in this quarter alone.
At 14-2, they've outscored
and
us.
A lot of those on turnovers. I mean, we've got to take better care of the ball.
Well, this is why you need to keep close. Our style does not lend itself, especially to the style of Ozark. I mean, of Pottsville. It doesn't lend itself to making big comebacks.
No, and you and I talked about that. We want this game to stay a low-scoring game. That's going to give us the best chance of winning. You can't get into a track meet with this team. We want to slow it down, and when you turn the ball over, you let them run. And so, I mean, even if you're missing shots, you have a chance to get back on defense. But when you're turning the ball over, you virtually have no chance of getting back on defense.
Coming into the game is Gavin Heltemus. I hadn't seen Gavin in.
Yeah, Gavin going to get a quick chance to get some minutes here. There's a good job of breaking the press. Let's see if we can finish. Just couldn't get it to go. Set up for
Perry off, gets his own rebound, and now he's going to have an easy basket.
He shoots the ball, you got to block out. There's no excuse for not blocking him out. He's a good enough player. If he gets 2 shots on a possession, he's going to score. He's up to 20 points after being held to 11 in the first half. He's already got 9, and most of it off of either turnovers or second chances.
I don't know that we've seen this particular lineup all season long, Derek. We've got Smith, Heltemus, Storley, Parker, Galligan, and Fitz in the game.
Yep, going up against man-to-man defense, and right now they're taking their time. And
we get a little break there, 37.
We're used to seeing attacks to the basket and not finishing, Lynn. We've seen it 2 nights in a row now for the Tigers. We've got guys getting in there and getting close around to the basket. They've just got to finish.
Heltema's in the game.
Lynn, they've outscored us 16-2 through the first 5 minutes of this third quarter. Got to find a way to get some offense. That's not it.
That's not it. And
No.
now
Boy, I heard the slap from over here. No call. Those guards from Pottsville will go get the ball. They fly in there with
Now,
reckless abandon.
Coach Ed's about to put in a whole new 5.
And now Pottsville going to take their time here. Now Pottsville looks like they're just going to be content to run clock here, Lynn, and take this double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter.
Well, why not?
Yeah, exactly. And Heltema's really pressuring Cole out there. Oh, almost had a chance, I thought, for a steal. Couldn't get it. And now here's an isolation play for Perry, it looks like. He walked. They got him for a little quick shuffle step there, right there on his way to the basket. Lynn, if we can finish this quarter strong and get it back to around a 10-point game or less.
10 to 8 points is what we're going to need here.
Got a shot. This quarter alone, I don't know, Lance, if you're tracking quarter by quarter, but we got 2 points, and I'd be willing to bet we have about 6 turnovers in this quarter. So that's never good when you got more turnovers than points. Oh, and Brandon Jones into the game for the first time.
Stolen by Perry.
Ty has left his feet 3 or 4 times, and you can't do that, Lynn. You've got to stay on your feet, and you got to use a ball fake. You can't telegraph your passes against that guy.
He's so quick.
22 points now for Perry after being held to 11 in the first half. Be careful there, Derek.
Well, Pottsville really has held Prairie Grove just to 2 points in this quarter, Derek. 2 points in the entire quarter.
Yep, and this is the same thing. You know, we saw this last night. We had a 5-point game at halftime. Fourth quarter, we went. A drought.
Oh.
We had 4 points last night.
Last
third
night.
quarter.
Only
and
2 tonight.
We're not on pace for that right now in this quarter tonight.
But they will have almost doubled their output. He misses that one. They will have almost doubled their output from the first half in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's.
And coming into the game for the first time, Cameron Johnston. Also coming in is Kyle Reynolds. So Pottsville's going to give Perry a rest. One of the Duggar boys a rest. He makes 1 of 2. So they have scored 19 points, Derek, in this quarter. They had 21 at half.
Yep, when you go on a drought where you just score 2 points in a quarter, we're not going to win any games at state, and you're definitely not going to win any games at a regional tournament. You got to score.
Arguello, no good. There's Sainer.
That's a good look there. A good job by Sainer.
Going to get foul on the ground. That's the first foul for Pottsville. Yep. Although they had 2 early on that really caused the run to have. They had to reach around a couple times. They didn't get the call.
Yep.
That started
it right there, those turnovers. And what we were hoping would be called fouls were not called, and Pottsville made us pay.
And they've been on a run ever since. And now the Tigers really have struggled in this quarter. 3-pointer on the way. Got it. Wow. Kyle Reynolds, they actually scored more in this quarter, Derek, than they did the full first half.
And I don't understand. This. We gotta shoot at some point, guys. Get shots off.
Ty short. And they're going to have 3 seconds. And we're going to be held, Derek, to 2 points in this quarter. They outscored us 22-2 in this quarter.
And still might get a shot here to get more points.
That's going to come up. Well, what a quarter for Pottsville. We talked about it early on that the way we were going to win was to keep it close, have a half-court game. They turned it into a track meet in the third quarter, and
yes, they did.
They left us.
I mean, you called it actually, Lynn, before the game started. Is you do not want to run with these guys. When you run with them, it's going to get out of hand, and that's exactly what happened in that third quarter. Is we turned the ball over, allowed them to get easy baskets in transition, and you just can't do that. And Lance, you have the quarters by quarter stats. He's just keeping total stats, but now up to 16 turnovers. I mean, when you're at the point where you've got almost as many turnovers as you do points, you're not going to beat anybody. You're not even going to beat teams in your league, much less defending state champions.
Well, give Coach Thurman a lot of credit. He made an adjustment at halftime and went to the 1-3-1 at the start. And, Derek, all those points they got to begin with were shots missed or turnovers. And they were getting the ball out of there quickly, and when they did, they just kept piling it on. And then once, it's kind of like when you're in a game like this, Derek, and I mean, if you asked our players before the game and they told you the truth after watching the game last night, they were probably like, well, maybe we'll win. I bet none of them would have looked at you and said, we're going to win it.
Yeah.
Maybe one guy in the whole bunch.
Well, the thing that you would have liked to have had happen at halftime is you realize it's a tie ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, this game was tied at halftime, and we come out in the third quarter and just totally quit doing what we were doing in the first half, and it's gotten away from us.
And what happened as well, Derek, is not only that, but what I was going to say is that, but when you have that hope that you're going to win instead of that real belief,
that's true.
Once you get down, you say, okay, what I thought's going to happen is happening.
Yeah, and what we need to see happen through this last 8 minutes of the game. I mean, I don't know why we left him again right there. Lynn, I don't know why we can see that Perry is a good player. Don't leave him, but our guys, some of them out there are just leaving him alone. We gotta match up with that guy. But you're right, Lynn. You got to have that belief and that will to win. And what I want to see this last quarter is we may not win this game. You just keep fighting. Last night we continued to fight the whole way through. We want to see that continue.
Heltemus, no good, and now rebound's going to go to Pottsville. (45-23). We have scored 2 points in this half, Derek. It's just that's just unbelievable.
Had way more turnovers than shots, probably.
And another three, and this is just totally. It's a heck. They may hit a 30-point here, Derek. It was all tied up at 21 at half.
I've never seen two halves like this. I mean, you play so good in the first half, and the second half is just totally gone.
Well, they took the fight to us early on in the second half, early in that third quarter.
See, that's the calls we needed to start the half. They would have called that right there at the start of the half. We might have been looking at a different situation.
Only 2 team fouls, 6:21. So, Derek, I think it's we're probably at this point, and they're going to be another foul. Probably at this point, looking at probably playing next Thursday at 2:30. So our girls will play at 1, the boys will play at 2:30. They'll be back to back.
That's the silver lining in the end. All this is you're still going to the state tournament. You still got a chance to win a game or two down there, and maybe more. You never know what happens. But the good thing is the people from Prairie Grove that are wanting to go down and watch that game in Lone Oak, they get to watch a doubleheader. The boys and the girls will play back to back. So it'd be nice to have a big crowd down there, even though it's going to be tough on a Thursday afternoon to get a huge crowd down there.
But that means webcast will have to be in top-notch form.
That's right.
Purcell, second shot, it's good. 48-25. Well,
and I'm a little surprised, Lynn, that Pottsville's still got their starters in the ball game. I mean, that's the last thing you want to do is get one of those guys injured here.
Well, they may be trying to get that 30 and let it run, but still at this point it's not going to happen.
I don't want to get anybody injured, and they've still got their first 5 out there. Coach Ed has got looks like we've got 2 starters out on the floor.
There was another foul.
And another. 33. He's picked up 3 fouls in 30 seconds, so trying to block Saner's shot, that's not going to happen very many times.
Sainer misses that free throw.
Dillon 7 out of 10 at the free throw line. This is his first opportunity for points in this half. They've done a good job on Dillon. Of course, we haven't been able to get the ball inside to him. We've turned it over too many times.
He missed both of those, and now.
Oh, good fight by Leighton Smith there. Good fight by Leighton Smith. He's playing hard out there. Hey, Perry got his second foul. Oh, I thought Leighton was shooting on that, but they don't give him. Called it on the floor, I guess.
Brandon Jones needs to take that shot.
Yeah, he does. Boy, Dillon, we just can't get anything going this half.
You did see that, Derek? I don't know if you saw it. They actually
I
knocked
did
the ball out.
Did they?
Yeah. They knocked it out, but. Five and a half minutes to go in the ball game, and that's why you don't want to. That's why you don't want a starter in there right there.
I mean,
something that's simple.
exactly right. You can tweak an ankle, Lynn, and be out for a week, 2 weeks with an ankle sprain. And
now Perry's going to knock down a three. Nope. He was wide open.
Hey, you should have been saying that all night, Lynn.
Well, he was wide open, so I was counting it.
Oh, yeah.
David Smith.
Come on, Dave. Hey, Dave gets fouled. He's going to go shoot three. There you go, Smith.
Here comes Storley.
And I think Storley's going to get Sainer out. Yeah, and I think Coach Ed's feeling that same thing. He doesn't want to get anybody hurt in a game like this.
David Smith, he's shooting. He's got 3 free throws. Now it looks like Coach Thurman may be putting in some substitutions himself. He's not. It's not a wise move to keep those guys in there at this point.
I really am surprised that he's still got the starters in, and he's going to take the timeout, which the Pottsville guy over here last night got irritated at Coach Ed for taking a timeout with 30 seconds left to get some seniors in the ball game. I wonder what he thinks about that one called right there. Yeah, David missed the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming, though. This is a tale of 2 halves. I mean, I can't remember the last time I've seen a game tied at halftime and be 20 at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That was explosive. I mean, no question about it. That was explosive from Pottsville.
Well, we will be playing pretty much. We'll be playing at Thursday at 2:30. The boys, girls at 1 o'clock. We'll be coming to you that day. The webcast will be. Don't know yet the plans, Derek. I got to make some arrangements to be down there.
I may be questionable at this point too. I'll have to check in at the school and see what they're going to let me do. There you go, David.
David Smith gets a basket. Now we actually outscored ourselves in this quarter versus the third quarter.
That's right, 3 to 2. Yeah.
And
there
Smith
you go,
makes
Dave.
them both. 48-27.
Good to see David get in, a senior.
And he's still got a starting 5 in there, Derek.
I don't get it, Lynn. I'm not. We've got. Our second 5. Maybe some guys are even
deeper,
third
but
5.
Matter of fact,
yeah.
there's 3 of them out there that I don't think has played since senior night.
And you know what I think he's doing right here is he's just going to run clock. I think he's told his guys we're just going to run our offense. This gives Pottsville a chance to work on their stall game, I guess, and take the lead. It doesn't look like they're going to be real aggressive in trying to score right now. Storley hesitant to go out there and pressure too much, and there we go. Oh, we got to have that ball.
Did you see that
24
push?
That was a forearm right there. Got away with it. Yeah, this is just Pottsville stall offense, motion offense, just trying to keep the clock moving.
I get it. I mean, I know you're working on something, but I still
wouldn't do it.
I would
not do it.
I would not have my starters in with a 21-point lead with 4 minutes to go. And, yeah, he may have one more state championship than you and I have.
Yeah.
But I still – that's not a wise move. It's so easy to twist an ankle or something.
Oh, I know. I mean –
and there's a push-off.
The Tigers still fighting hard out there, Lynn. They're giving it all they can. Walk. And I think Coach Ed's going to maybe look to get some other guys in the ball game as well. We may not get a stoppage in play. They've run over a minute and a half off the clock, I think, Lynn.
Get on him.
Here is some other guys. We can get a stoppage in play. There we go. We're going to get it. Storley fouled him on purpose, I think, just to
I
get
think
the guys
so,
in.
just to. And the Pottsville coach is going to bring some guys in off the bench finally.
I got to tell you, why he didn't do it earlier makes zero sense to me. And if someone's watching from Pottsville, I apologize, but that was just too easy going into the state to get somebody hurt.
Well, Pottsville, they're not looking to go down the state just to make an
be there.
appearance.
No,
they're wanting to win the whole
thing. They want to
thing.
defend their title.
I would not take that chance as a coach of getting one of my starters, best players, injured going into that state tournament.
Well, into the game for the Tigers, who do we have? We have
DJ Strong's out there, and Nick Ellis, and I think Darby Rush are out there.
David
go along
Smith,
with David Smith,
Brandon Jones.
There you go. There's a turnover. Let's push the ball, see if these guys can come in and do something, Lynn.
David Smith in the corner. Goes baseline.
Look
shot.
At Dave. Look at Dave going in there trying to make something happen.
The only thing I can think of, and the only defense I would have for the coach would have been, he may have not have been familiar enough. He may have seen some of the guys that we see play and thought that we still had our guys in until we saw the big rush. But
maybe,
I don't know. I'm trying to find something there.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
Well, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 50-27. Brandon Jones going to launch a three. Got it, boy. There, 50-30.
Well, you know as well as I do, Lynn, these guys on the team, they all practice the same amount of time. They all put in the same amount of work as anybody else. So I'm glad to see them get rewarded here, getting some opportunities at the regional tournament to come in and get some minutes and get that under their belt.
A lot of these guys are seniors, too. Smith is a senior. Brandon Jones,
Jones is a senior as well.
Senior.
Lynn. Yep. Oh, Darby gets his name in the scorebook there with that foul. And
Nick Ellis is a sophomore. Rush is a sophomore. And DJ is also a sophomore. So 3 sophomores. There's a couple seniors on here, Smith and Jones.
Well, Lynn, if you would have told me Pottsville would have 51 points at the closing minutes of the fourth quarter, nice back cut by DJ.
Nice job, DJ.
And a nice pass there by David Smith.
Yeah, if you'd have told me 51, I thought we might be in
We'd have a chance. And really, through 2 quarters, we did have a chance in that
They
third
blew
quarter.
it open in the third quarter. They really just blew it open.
It's the same thing we saw last night against Lincoln. Lincoln outscored us 13-4 in the third quarter, and this one was even worse the third quarter. I'm almost thinking Coach Ed may just try to see if we can skip the halftime if we go down to Lonoke next week and just keep playing. Just keep playing that third and fourth quarter. Yeah, maybe even skip the third quarter.
Yeah, what's the scoring for this quarter, Derek? I mean, total points.
Right now it's 8-9. We've outscored them 9-8 this quarter. So
of course, there's been some reserves in and everything, and now here comes some more.
Not many for Pottsville though. Another good back cut by DJ. Oh, almost got it. Good hustle in there by Nick Ellis and David Smith, keeping that ball alive. Here goes Darby. There you go.
But yeah, you take away the third quarter, Derek. That's the difference in the game. I mean, it was tied at half, and we've had a decent fourth quarter. But
through 3 quarters, we've outscored them 1. Take away that fourth quarter, and you just can't do that. You can't afford to slip up
and credit Pottsville. They got it into their game immediately, and that's what they did.
They did. That was the difference. We allowed them to play their game, and we quit playing our game, and game got away from us right then.
Well, 50 seconds left, and we remind you, I know we said it a few times.
Come on, Darby.
Knock this
one down.
Missed them both. 45 seconds. So Pottsville will have the 3 seed. Prairie Grove will have the 2. Pottsville will play Wednesday at 2:30.
Lynn,
I'm sorry, Prairie Grove has the 4 seed.
Lynn, I think we will play the second place team out of the East. The boys and the girls will play the second place team out of the East.
So 30 seconds left.
DJ's going to get to go to the free throw line and shoot a 1-on-1.
And Rush is going to come out. Heltman's going to come in. Well, 30 seconds to go. Tigers will be playing, like you said, it'll be the winner of the second place in the East, both boys and girls, and rolls in for him.
You know what? Out of all the bad rolls we've gotten, for that ball to go in, I don't know how that's possible.
51-33. Second shot on the way. He misses it. And well, Derek, it was a great first half. We had a lot of hope. There was a thing that we might be able to pull this thing out. But
if you take a look at last night, Lynn, we played 10 times better the first half, it seemed like, than we did last night. And still, you can just tell the quality of a team that Pottsville is. You're going to have to play a full, solid 4 quarters to beat them, and they're still bombing threes on us. Got to get a shot here.
Heltman.
There you go, Heltman. That's not in a Gregson category of a buzzer beater, but
nice.
that's good to
nice.
see Heltman hit that
nice
shot.
To see
there.
him get that. And that's going to do it. So Pottsville Apache going to win at 54-36. Derek, let's go ahead and not do the stats and we'll sign off.
That sounds good to me. Oh, do the
stats
or not do the stats? Okay. I couldn't hear what you said there, Lynn. Well, the Tigers from the field, they shot. I didn't know if it was possible, Lynn. We shot worse than we did last night from the field overall, 25%. And when you do that, you're going to score in the 30s probably against a team like this. You may be lucky to get in the 30s. So for the Tigers, I'll just go through their stats real quick. Dylan Sainer, 11 points. That led us. And then the problem was we had nobody else for over 3 points. Everybody else was with 3 or 2 points in the ball game. And when you just got one guy doing 11 points and nobody else is up there in double digits, it's going to be hard to win.
And one of those guys with 3 points, if I'm not mistaken, was DJ
Strong.
DJ
3.
Strong.
Heltmus with 3 at the buzzer. Brandon Jones with 3, and David Smith with 2 off the bench. So, by the time I think there's things that you can take from this game, some positive things that you can take, that you played with a championship-type team for a half. You played very well for a half. You can carry that momentum maybe and try to forget about this third quarter bug that we've got going on the past couple of games. But Thursday down at Lone Oak, we'll have a chance to start it all over again. And you win a game there, you're in the quarterfinals. So you never know what can happen. And as you said, Lynn, when you get to the state tournament, every team is a quality team. So you're going to have to play some good teams down there in Lone Oak, whatever round you're playing in.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us today. For Horstein on the camera today, Lance Arguello helping out producing, Derek Dugan, I'm Lynn Gregson. We will see you this coming Thursday for the state tournament. Our girls will tip off at 1 o'clock. The boys will tip off at 2:30. Back-to-back games. Until then, we'll see you. Have a great weekend.